Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to share with you my first impressions of golden acrylic set, and this is a modern color theory set. I think this is how it's called, and if this is something what you were looking into as well, then stay tuned and let's get started. So here it is, color mixing modern theory. That feels like a very good quality packaging, I must admit. And of course it is a professional line and these are very expensive paints. And I had many doubts whether I should have got these ones or not, because I do have acrylic paints from Winsor & Newton, their Galleria line, so the student line, and it works, it's fine, but at the same time, you know, sometimes when you feel that paint or the paper is working against you. So this is the feeling which I get when I work with the Winsor & Newton paints. So I decided to give a go to golden acrylic paints because I already have one color from them, and this is this gorgeous iridescent bronze fine color, and it's beautiful. It's difficult to imagine more beautiful color than that, and the texture is amazing. It's so smooth and nice that I decided to give a go to other colors from golden as well and see if I can use them to replace my Winsor & Newton paints. I don't paint with acrylic that often though. I am a watercolor girl, and watercolors bring me the most joys, but like every other artist probably, or every artist, it's very interesting to dip sometimes into different mediums, because then the style changes, probably what you paint changes as well, because with watercolors I really like painting landscapes, while with the acrylics it's pretty much can be anything else, whatever is on my mind and whatever fits my mood at the moment. So let me see what is inside. Okay, that's nice. Color mixing modern theory. And by the way, so there are two sets like this. One is a classic theory as far as I remember, and another one is modern theory. And I chose modern theory because the colors that are in the set, they are the colors that I love in watercolors, like for example quinacridone magenta, and their own or their version of indanthrone blue. On the shop page it was different, because here I can see that there is dioxazine purple, which is a gorgeous purple beyond doubt, but this is not the color that I expected to see there. On the website it said that it was an anthraquinone blue, is it how it's called, or indanthrone blue, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted it so much. Just a second, I'm gonna check it. And I was right, there was a mistake on the webpage of the shop. However, the original set did include anthraquinone blue. Golden couldn't get the pigment anymore, so they had to replace this wonderful blue with dioxazine purple. I wrote to the webshop support. They thanked me for letting them know about the mistake and made a refund for part of the cost. So it turned out to be a very good deal for me. So in a way I was very lucky. I hope though that Golden will get their hands on the pigment soon, so I could add it to my collection and use the set the way it was originally planned. Yeah, so that was a bit of a bummer, but I took a look at this sheet, and this is actually a wonderful sheet that they put together with the set. And besides, like information, like about the colors, undertone and so on. First of all, I really like this legend, but when you open it, you see, and the way I understand, because there are numbers, and then these are all the shades that you can get from these colors, from these 8 colors that you already have in this mixing set. They even say you can get a warm looking ultramarine blue, at least it looks kind of warm to me on this piece of paper, and everything else what you could only dream of. So that's why I decided that I'm not gonna return or exchange this set. I'll just keep it and try to work and see what this how much I can get out of this palette. But so once again, let me tell you which colors are in the set. And the colors are Benzimidazolone Yellow Light, Benzimidazolone Yellow Medium, oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce it, Naphthol Red Light, Quinacridone Magenta, Dioxazine, I don't know, Purple, Phthalo Blue Green shade, Phthalo Green, and Titanium White. So now let me get them out from the packaging. Okay, it is a 59 milliliter tube. And what I actually do really like about golden acrylic is that they have several different types of set. So then you can decide. So you can decide which set fits you need. And in the beginning I was thinking about a smaller set. I think it's called just classic set, like that has 5 or 6 colors in it. But because of the Black Friday, there was a very good discount on this set. I decided, okay, I'll get the real deal. So to say, oh, that looks gorgeous. Well, not the real deal, but just a bigger set so that I can paint whatever I need and whatever I want with it. And I'm planning to stick to these colors. I'm not planning to expand my collection because, first of all, like I said, I don't paint with the acrylics that often. And I'm also getting more and more into mixing my own colors, which wasn't very me before. Before I liked just to pick up the ready color and make it work on the painting. But now it's changing and I'm very excited to see where it's gonna lead me. Well, they feel very smooth. It really feels like butter. So first of all, I want to see if I can get some nice warm green. Well, this is not particularly warm, but very nice color. Oh, look, color of spring grass. Yeah, well, just a little bit of water, you can get a very long way with this paint. Let me just maybe see how it goes. Look, this is how much I got. And I even didn't use up the whole pigment that I have on my brush. That is very nice. But it's not entirely the warm green I had in mind. Let me see how it goes with yellow blue. Yeah, still not entirely there, but a very beautiful green color though. Now a little bit of water. Nice. This is a very nice, like, dark leaf. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. And I love greens, so maybe that's why I'm always trying to mix my perfect green. And now, let me see which colors I have. Maybe I'll pick something what I don't usually mix. I have Payne's Gray. Maybe I should try to mix Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray and Carbon Black. You probably weren't able to see. Because I like complicated darks, so I'm very curious to try these two out and to see how they look on the paper. Shall we give it a go? So, Payne's Gray, let's start with the simple one. It's warm red, and the sixth one was phthalo blue, so it's phthalo blue and naphtha red light in equal proportion. Let's give it a go. Okay, so far it's more brown. That's very dark brown rather than Payne's Gray, which is also very interesting. And I definitely had more red there than the blue. Yeah, that looks very close towards what's here. And I think I'll add a little bit of white just to see. That's very nice. Though this Payne's Gray is maybe what you call Payne's Gray bluish in my mind. I would call it rather indigo. But yeah, it works. Very nice. And so the next one was Carbon Black. And for Carbon Black I need quinacridone magenta, warm yellow. I'm just saying warm yellow because I cannot pronounce the name of this color. And a little bit of phthalo green. This is very nice. It helps with the dryness. Okay, and now they're getting there. Now they're getting dry. That just should work perfectly. Ah, beautiful color. Okay, beautiful colors. Feel very smooth. And they're both, some of them are a little bit more streaky, probably because they're transparent. But you can also get a very straight mass tone like here, or like in this green, for example. Well, so far so good. The paints feel very nice, the colors are bright. I didn't really notice any color shift because here you can see this paint is absolutely dry to the touch, and here I've just been using the warm yellow and still the same. Well, we can make a smaller test. So I can't see any difference, can you? That's perfect. It's good to know, you know, if the colors are going to be just as bright as you expect them to be, and then you'd like this brightness, so you do need to dull them down.
Here I was supposed to wrap up my video, but take a look at what happened just a couple of days later when I wanted to paint again. The cap got completely broken. I was very frustrated. I didn't expect it at all. So I covered the tube as best as I could, and I wrote to the Golden customer service, and I got a response from them very quickly.
A quick note, so these are the replacement caps that I got. They're very nice. So it's fitting perfectly. So thank you very much, Golden, for a wonderful customer service, because I just wrote to the company to provide feedback so that they're aware that this is happening and that there is an issue, and I got a very quick response, and within a few days I already had the replacement caps, and it was free of charge. So thank you very much. A few months have passed since I filmed the recording of how I was unpacking and swatching the Golden acrylic set. So I've made a couple of paintings that I wanted to share with you. And the first painting I made with acrylics was this 3 roses. And what I've noticed is that this paint is very shiny. You see, when I tilt it like this, and just to let you know, there is no varnish on this painting. And so you can see how matte it is in the areas where there's just black gesso. And then there's the paint, and I was using dark design purple and phthalo green, almost impure. I didn't add any mixes to the background, and so just made it extremely shiny. But also the roses themselves, so that was a little bit too much for me, to be honest. So this painting will definitely need some varnish over it. I don't know if it should be matte or matte gloss varnish, but sometimes it's really difficult to take photos of it, or even just to look into it when the light hits it straight, because you can't really see what is on the painting. But maybe, of course, it is dependent on the colors that I used for this painting. The second painting I made was this lovely miniature spring painting. The weather has been incredible recently, so I really wanted to add some colors, and I was feeling green and coral and all these thoughts of sun and bloom in my head, so I really needed to express them in the painting. So this is what I made, and you can see here that it's quite shiny, but not as much, probably because here the colors that I used, they were mixed a lot with each other. I mean, I mixed a lot green with yellow and with white, so they're not in the pure consistency, so to say. So maybe this is what has decreased the shine, and in this case probably I will use the gloss varnish, but I'll see. I haven't quite decided about it yet. I need to experiment more with the varnishes to know exactly which one of them would be the best for the painting. But yeah, I just really love this one. It's so cute. It's like 15 by 15 centimeters, and it's adorable. I love having it. But if you like it as well, it is available right now on my Etsy shop together with the next painting. So the last painting that I've made with this acrylic paints is of this rose of the night, as I called it. So maybe it is a winter rose as well, I'm not quite sure. I just had this vision of a bright white rose on a blue background. Though here I want to say that it's not only golden acrylics that was used here, but I also used Winsor & Newton phthalo blue from the Galleria series, and I used several types of whites actually, because I really wanted to see if I can feel the difference between different types of acrylic paints, and I didn't notice that many. Actually, the biggest difference I've noticed is between the golden white paint, and I also used the one from Royal Talents and even the one from Sösnekren. If you live in Europe, then you maybe know the shop. And what I've noticed that the one from Golden dries much faster, which I personally like, because I know that some people like this more oil-like effect when it dries slow and you can work on the painting for a longer time. But it's not me, because I like working in layers, so as soon as the layer is done, I want it to dry fast so that I could work on the next layer. But so this is the biggest difference I've noticed. So I don't know, maybe I need to really play around more to compare Winsor & Newton and Golden Acrylic. I don't know, what do you think? Have you tried both brands of those paints? Have you noticed any difference? And this is it for today. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one. Happy painting. Bye!